took a bit of a gap now, so film work started trickling back in, and उस वजह से मैंने वापस से फिल्में करना शुरू कर दिया. Unfortunate मुझे अभी भी काम मिलता है. I kind of lucky in that aspect. And so this was also one film that was offered to me. It was a great role and a good plot, good subject, and we have a very interesting cast, and I'm so happy to work with all of them. I'm like more open now to do interesting work. Let's just put it that way. You know, I'm not. I don't make a conscious effort whether it's going to be one film, two films, or three films. If there's space for me to do a particular film, and if I like the character, I like the people that I'm working with, because a film is a very long association. From the time you start, working on a film till the time it releases, is generally about a year. And I've come to a stage where it's extremely important for me. The journey has got to be important, and I make that quick assessment for that ये लोग हैं कैसे हैं, इनके साथ काम करने में कैसा लगेगा. I'm more often than not right in that assessment, that I enjoy my work with the people that I work with, and that's how I take it. Film चलेगी नहीं चलेगी वो हम कोई नहीं जानता. Am I going to enjoy playing that particular character, and will I be able to contribute? That's all they look at, and so I'm enjoying this phase of my life. Yeah, for sure. My father always said that half the job is done when you cast right, because your performance becomes easy. When you try to look a character that you're not, there's a big effort. So it's always very important to get somebody in a particular role where they fit the bill. Otherwise, it's a big effort for the writer, the director, even for the actor. So that's why then people tend to get typecast in certain ways, because people accept them because of their personalities or the roles that they do. So casting for the right reasons and the right things are very, very important. I'm not. They suited the bill when when they were casting for this film, and they needed a couple like them in the film, and they just they lucked out by having them in this movie. So I guess they're perfectly cast in our movie, and and so is everybody else here. When you look at the film, you'll see that each person who's playing the roles looks pretty much apt for the roles that they're playing. Like you mentioned Lokhande, I genuinely, when I also do films, I know, okay, fine, this role I did, it worked well for me. I had to make an effort in this film. Some roles I just slip into pretty easy. For me, this role, I felt that I was pretty much, I could sink my teeth into it. Like, that's the kind of character that I could like enjoy working. Even I could carry it well and perform it well also. So I'm pretty happy with this film and this character that I played.
नहीं, ये किसी रियल लाइफ स्टोरी से नहीं है, ये फिक्शन स्टोरी है, फिक्शन.
नहीं, मैंने तो यही कहा कि जनरली लोग जो है ना एक इमेज में होते हैं, एंड इट्स नॉट अ बैड थिंग. वर्ल्ड वाइड some you see actors, they fit in a certain kind of a mold, and that happens because उनकी acceptability, उनकी personality, उनके roles होते हैं. Because चाहे कितना भी लोग मानने, I don't completely agree that an actor is completely versatile, कि कुछ भी रोल कर सकता है. I'm just saying, for instance, like अभी आप एक फिल्म बना रहे हो टार्ज़न, ठीक है, बहुत अच्छे एक्टर्स हैं, बच्चन साहब भी अच्छे एक्टर है फॉर इंस्टेंस, बट आप हेमंत बिरजे को ही लोगे टार्ज़न के लिए, ठीक है ना, क्योंकि एक इमेज होती है, एक रोल होता है. सो एवरीबडी हैज टू फिट द रोल एंड लुक द कैरेक्टर, एंड समटाइम्स यू डोंट नेसेसरली हैव टू बी अ वेरी वेरी गुड एक्टर आल्सो टू बी प्लेइंग अ पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. सो यू डू गेट you get slotted, and you have an image and you have a mold, but you have to vary it in that mold, and slowly you can change. People have started as negative actors and they've become what you call they've done comedy and they've done negative situation होता है, but बहुत कम है ऐसे actors हैं जो बहुत बड़ा 360 turn मार सकते हैं. Otherwise they tend to be in a particular mold and they be successful in that mold only. So where you're coming from is like, मेरे साथ जो थोड़ा सा जो इमेज है, पर्सनालिटी है, इस किस्म के रोल्स जो हैं पुलिस वाले के, गैंगस्टर हुआ, या कोई नेगेटिव रोल्स जैसे थोड़े से ग्रे शेड्स वाले, or maybe some kind of those kind of roles which I've done in the past tend to suit me a little more.
See, ये मूवी में ना every character, any character जो introduce हुआ है, he's a suspect. Even cop is also a suspect. Everyone in the movie is a suspect.
Even the cop. अरबाज भाई भी इसमें जो कि इंट्रोग्रेशन ले रहे हैं, he is also suspect. When you will watch, you will आपको from the beginning you will know like yes, this is something different. हर मूवी में क्या होता है ना, एक आदमी को हिंट मिलती जाती है कि when we are sitting thrillers, we always guessing कि भाई ये हो सकता है, और थोड़ा बहुत वो होता जाता है. But इधर totally different है, आप जो सोचते हो वो होता नहीं है. एंड इसमें सस्पेक्ट थ्रिलर इसीलिए है क्योंकि एक आदमी भी नहीं छूटा है, सब सस्पेक्टेड।